Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is what shocked us first. What shocked us first trip to America?
Yeah, it's not the best English for title, I don't think.
What shocked us on our first trip to America?
Yeah, the on is missing, I think, in there. UK Canadians. Is UK Canadian UK people live in Canada? Or Canadians who live in the UK?
I'm going to go with the fact that they've never been to... I don't know, I'm going to go with the fact that they're British living in Canada.
British living in Canada, you reckon? Canada? Did you say Canada?
Yeah, I think they're British.
Yeah, I think they are. I don't know. We'll find out. Smash that button, guys. Smash the subscribe button. New channel. You guys told us to check this out, so we are. A little bit slow recently on videos, but hopefully you are enjoying the content we are putting out. So a couple cooking videos are going out today as well, aren't they? So hopefully you are enjoying them. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. What we got?
Wow, it's that time again, Norm.
It certainly is, Dean.
Yeah, British.
What shocked us about our trips to the US?
Wow. This is going to be another controversial one, Dean.
Oh, it's going to be an exciting one, Norm.
Well, we'd just like to say we're Norm and Teen. We talk all things retirement. And if this is your first time watching one of our videos and you enjoy it, we would be honoured if you would consider to subscribe.
Check them out. Link in the description. But what should we do?
Wait till after the video.
Wait till after this. Subscribe here first and then go check them out.
Dean, what shocked us going to the US? And let's put this into context. We just emigrated from the UK to Canada. It's 1992. We have never been to the USA. And our
Old
two kids
school.
Since
were
1992?
keen to go.
No. So this is they're talking about their experience where they first went. So they're talking about their experience in 1992. So I wonder if it's going to be a completely different
they
America.
haven't been to America since 1992.
No. So they immigrated to Canada. From what I've gathered from that, is they immigrated to Canada in
I
1992.
just said that and you said no.
Yeah. And then they went to America for the first time in 1992, and they're now telling us about their experience.
Oh.
So they went in 1992, and they're telling us what shocked them on the first trip.
Right.
All that time ago.
Okay.
Which is not that long ago, but yeah.
Okay.
You get what I mean? So they went to Canada in 1992, and it sounds like they also went to America in 1992, and now they're telling us what shocked them on that trip.
Okay, but they live in Canada.
They live in Canada. So they've lived in Canada from 1992, and they have, I imagine, been to America numerous times in between 1992 and now, I'd guess.
Okay.
But the first time I went was 1992.
Okay.
It seems that way anyway. Let us know if we're wrong.
It was a very exciting prospect, wasn't it?
We were going to drive to America.
Yeah. And the kids thought this was great.
They did. So, what was the first thing that shocked us in the US?
And that would have to be the price of gas.
Okay.
Now, on that, I'm going to say we were so
2019.
excited to tell everybody.
Oh, maybe not then. Maybe we're wrong.
Right,
No, but
that's
maybe that was just a picture.
Okay,
I
maybe.
don't.
I'm a little bit
let us-
confused. But let us know.
From
what
the
you're
intro,
thinking.
I gather that they did go in 1992, and that is just a picture from.
Just to show a picture.
Because just to show it. Again, please let us know.
Going, the one bit of advice they said, do not fill up the car before you go. Just put a little bit in to get over the bridge, get over the other side, and then go to the first gas station and fill up for the trip.
Oh, wow.
And that we did. We took their advice, and when we pulled into the first gas station, we just couldn't believe, Norm, hey, how cheap the gas was.
That's a new one.
And we'd come from the UK just months earlier, and we thought the price of gas in the UK was pretty okay because we lived there for so long. Then we came to Canada, and it was cheaper. And then we went to the US,
And it was
and
like,
it was cheaper again.
it was
So-
amazing, wasn't it?
That really shocked us.
Is that still the
price
case?
of gas
Let us know in the
is
comments.
so cheap in the US. So number 2 kind of follows on from number 1, but one of my favorite subjects, beer. So cheap. Couldn't believe it. It was felt like cheaper than Coca-Cola in Canada.
And that's a
See, that's interesting because we went to tourist destinations, and it was so expensive for beer, especially in California. But I do wonder if you went to like maybe North Dakota and places like that, Wisconsin, is it really cheap beer?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let us know in the comments what you think.
Maybe.
I would say, I mean, Jersey's quite expensive, isn't it? Well, Jersey's very expensive where we live, so I'd say you're probably pushing £5 a beer now, aren't you? £5.50. You never bought me a beer?
Nope.
Breaks my heart, that does.
I buy it from the shop.
I'd say, well, yeah, shop as well is different, but I'd say from like a restaurant, I'd say you push about like £5.50, maybe £6 in some places for a pint. Maybe up north in England, I'd say you're probably around the £4 mark now, which used to be perceived as expensive.
Yeah.
So again, let us know what it is in America.
Favourite of Norm, say beer.
Absolutely. And the other thing that really shocked us about the beer was, as Tina said, we just pulled into that gas station and they were selling beer in the gas station. Whereas coming from the UK, they would do everything in their power, same as Canada, to keep anybody in a car very far away from alcohol.
That's interesting.
Buying beer.
Because we definitely sell beer in the
I think they do in the UK
station.
as well. I think they do in the UK.
I think they do too.
Maybe
Because
that's times have changed.
we have a petrol station right across the road, and that's where we get our beer from.
Yeah, that's where.
Literally
Well,
last night.
it's a bit more expensive, but
But they sell it.
if we ever quickly pop over to get beer, we'll get it from there.
But
won't
like
we?
your dad came yesterday.
Yeah,
We got it
Dad
from
came
there.
yesterday. It
But
was just easy to get it.
They definitely have beer in there.
Yeah, and I think most
In fact,
UK
they have
ones.
quite a big alcohol section, to be fair.
Yeah, I think most
For-
UK ones do as well.
I don't think I've ever been. I can't think of a gas
But
station.
1992, it might have been different.
Yeah.
I don't know when they started cracking down on drink driving, because obviously back in the day it wasn't less scrutinised, I guess. It was more common, wasn't it, back in the day?
Yeah.
I don't know what years it was. I was born in 99, and obviously since we've been alive, it's been... You can't do that. But before then, I know there was less of a scrutinisation, which isn't good. Don't drink drive. So maybe they took it out. I don't know.
Weird.
Let us know in the comments, but we've got to take the word for it that there
We
must
weren't.
not have
We
been...
weren't alive, so
Yeah.
it must not have been.
Before 1992, not many beer and gas...
There is definitely now, though.
Yeah, definitely. Petrol stations, full of them.
So, beer, incredibly cheap, and sold in gas stations.
Which was amazing, wasn't it? So, moving on to number 3, this was one of the trips that we had decided to do was because it was the Canadian March break. And the kids were very excited, so we looked at the map and we thought, ooh, well, there's a great looking place called Myrtle Beach. And we
It's a long drive from Canada.
researched it quite a lot and we decided that's where we were going to go. So we actually rented, didn't we, a condo. It was right on the beach, and
Beautiful.
this was all very exciting that we were off to Myrtle Beach for the first March break, wasn't it?
And what was the temperature in Myrtle Beach, team?
It was around 60 degrees.
A perfect English summer's day.
So to us, all of us, we were in shorts walking up and down the beach thinking, wow, this is awesome.
We just left -30 in Ottawa, and here we are at 60 degrees Fahrenheit.
Well, I don't know if you're going to tell us, but I guess that's like 60 degrees Fahrenheit. That's like 15 degrees Celsius, I
Yeah,
guess.
and that's hot with sun. For us.
Yeah, if you've got the sun's
If
out,
the
I'm
sun's
like,
out,
oh,
that's
50
warm.
degrees.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's shorts and t-shirt.
In the
weather.
middle of summer, wearing our shorts, and all the locals were wearing winter coats. It was incredible.
We found it very funny, didn't we? Because here we thought this was so awesome that we left the snow behind. It was warm, and the locals were all wearing coats. It was funny.
It was.
And that actually, with it being March break, that ties us into another thing, Norm, was that the golf was so cheap.
Oh, it was incredible. Myrtle Beach is golfer's paradise.
yeah.
And we were getting the local newspaper, and they would have the adverts in there. This is going back to the early 90s.
Yeah.
And so if you went at a certain time of day in the afternoon, man, it was cheap. And the golf courses were fantastic.
We need to go.
They'd give you a cart, and I think the two playing golf for $25 with a cart.
That's
It's
really good.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
There's no way it's that price now, though.
Oh, no, it's definitely, obviously, inflation has gone up and stuff like that, but I guess, hopefully, you'd hope that
Didn't your
it's
dad
the
go
same
to Myrtle
ratio.
Beach? South
Yeah, he
Carolina?
went
Maybe after
South
last
Carolina, Myrtle Beach, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe, yes, it would be more expensive now, but you'd
But
like
would
to
you?
think that everything's gone up like that, it still stays below. I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to go for the America anyway. Some of the courses look incredible.
Was the first place that we ever saw an alligator on a golf
Ooh.
course, and it
Yeah, it's ropey.
absolutely terrified us.
Well, as you can gather, we're not used to alligators or
No.
anything like that, are we?
Not
We're
at
not.
all. So
Wow,
that was great.
that was good.
So I think we're number 14. How professional and friendly the service staff were. And what we mean by that is restaurant servers,
We've commented on
also
this.
shop assistants going into department stores, outlet stores. So friendly and welcoming, and actually wanting to assist you in a store instead of running away from you, as they might have done in the UK.
Definitely.
And also the restaurant staff, they were just so professional. It's as if they were making a career out of it, which they probably were. But as soon as you sat down, they came up, they had the coffee, they had water, cheerful, welcoming.
Yeah, we really liked that, didn't we? We enjoyed that.
We did. They're just incredibly professional, and it added to the enjoyment of our trip to the US. So
It was.
I
And
think
if you remember, Norm,
that, like, the restaurant one, you kind of, like, everyone says, well, yeah, because the tipping, blah, blah, blah. And that makes sense.
Yeah.
But, like, the staff in, like, the assistants in, like, outlets and things,
Yeah, they don't
you
get
don't
tipped.
tip them.
And they are just over the top in a good way, I think.
You don't tip them. So, like, that is just genuine.
Yeah, they are just genuine. They want to help. They want to try and get the, I guess, company profits up and stuff like that. But they do genuinely just try and help, don't they? And I guess it makes sense. If you're in a job, instead of just standing there being miserable, surely you're going to be miserable yourself. Just if you're trying to chat to people, help out, your day's going to go faster, and it's more positive experience for everyone, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah, I guess you but like in the UK, I guess it depends what shop you walk into, because obviously like the smaller shops, they do obviously help. Cause,
Yeah, small shops because they need the business, don't they? I guess.
But I don't. But then I guess also it depends what kind of person you are, because I would prefer just to have a look around by myself.
Okay. No. Yeah.
But like in the big shops, I don't think they would ask. Like, if say like for New Look, for example, they wouldn't come up and ask if you're okay. If you're
No,
walking
I
around.
don't think so.
But like if you enter a small shop where it's just like you
They
and
might
them,
do,
they
yeah.
probably will, because
Yeah.
it's smaller.
No, definitely.
that was when we got introduced to our very first Walmart store.
it was, because
And
in those
yeah.
early days, Walmart hadn't come to Canada. And
So we remember going in the store and we got greeted by a greeter, and we were like, wow, this is really cool.
we'd never seen
is
it,
like
never
us.
experienced it. We walked into
didn't
a
get greeted.
Walmart store.
We didn't get greeted
It
now.
was a great
totally
concept.
not knowing what to expect. And this woman was
yeah.
saying, "Welcome to Walmart. Have a great day." And we're thinking, who the heck?
It was a great experience, a fun experience, wasn't it?
It was fantastic.
Oh, we're on number 5, Norm.
Yeah.
Ooh. Now, this does tie us into something that we also did fairly recently. Well, let's say fairly recently. It was 2019, wasn't
Okay.
it?
Yep.
And we actually came across information, and we decided to do a bus trip down to the US.
So we
Didn't
got
we?
picked up in our hometown.
Yes.
It looks like they may have vlogged it as well. So if you want
Yeah.
us to check out some of them videos, let us know if they are videos.
And was driven on this luxury bus coach all the way to Daytona Beach, and we have a video about that, so we will link it.
Oh, there we go.
about
Let us know
that.
if you want us to check it
And
out.
it took us 2 days, didn't it, to
That's
get
a long
down
Wow.
there.
one.
Now,
It was quite the experience.
yeah. And so one of the things that we did see when we looked out of our hotel room, wasn't it? I said to Norm, wow, you know what? I think some guy is buying his wife a new house over there. And he said, well, why? And I went, well, the house is all wrapped up.
Wait, what? Oh, is this? Oh, we've got an advert. Is this going to be the? In America, a lot of the time, not a lot of the time, but I've heard about it. They literally do just pick up houses and move them
move
to
them.
new locations. Where may happen in the UK. I've never heard of it
Yeah,
happen
from the back
in
of
the
a
UK
truck, there's just
before.
a whole house.
Yeah, a whole house just moving to a new
I
location.
suppose if you really like your house.
Yeah, exactly. If you really like it, then you really like it. But I think I had this in a video. It may not be this, but I think I had this in a video years ago. And someone was like, no, we actually do pick up our houses and move them. We don't just move house.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Why? And I went, well, the house is all wrapped up. It's wrapped up like a gift.
Yeah, it's
Like a gift.
You know, you go to the car showroom, they put a ribbon on top of the car if you're buying it as a surprise. Well, we jokingly were saying that this guy must have bought
Bought
his
him-
wife a house and had it
Because
wrapped
it's all
up.
wrapped up. And then the more we looked into it, we realised
It
it
was
was...
Oh,
fumigation.
And then that,
fumigation.
we sort of went into slight shock horror, didn't we, with that?
Yeah.
Because we have never, ever heard of this, especially being in the UK and then Canada. So this was really
That's how you think of a movie. Fumigation and
Yeah.
stuff like
new
that.
to us, wasn't it?
Fumigating the house, presumably about termites, but
Yeah, because we don't get those in Canada.
but it's such a dramatic thing
Oh,
to
yeah.
see. We were on a top floor of our hotel looking down
so it was
on this
very
house.
exciting, wasn't it? Getting all wrapped up, then fumigate.
So, gift wrapped houses in the US. Who would have thought?
Ooh, number 6.
Outlet malls. That was one of the things, going back to the early 90s when we first arrived in Canada, people were saying, you should go cross-border shopping. You won't believe the prices. The deals are incredible. Because our prices were higher in Canada, the exchange rate was very favourable for us to go to the US.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
So, the outlet malls, what shocked us was how cheap the stuff were. They really were clearing brand name goods incredibly cheap. We'd never
We noticed
seen
that.
anything
Yeah.
like that.
We went to Woodbury Common in, I guess, New Jersey. So we
To New
technically
Jersey,
have
yeah.
been to New Jersey when we went to New York. But that was the only time we went to New Jersey, that coach ride to Woodbury Common and back. And yeah, it was mad, wasn't it? You really enjoyed the Michael Kors section.
Yeah, it was like one of
This is
those
like 2018.
places where you go and you don't actually, like, I wouldn't be able to buy that stuff anyway because, well, one, it's expensive, and two, like, you don't buy like 5 handbags, do you?
Yeah.
To be honest. I couldn't believe how cheap it was, like, for what it was. Yeah, but everything, not just Michael Kors, like, every designer
everything
label
just
was-
had discounts left, right, and centre.
and you just
didn't
think, like, how come you can sell that price and
it? Yeah, exactly.
other people can't?
The other shops aren't.
Our 2 kids were having a field day getting
Well, yeah.
sports brands and sweaters, all the good stuff.
It was
for cheap.
very exciting, wasn't it? We had a great time.
So the outlet malls in the US certainly live up to their name of having clearance and great deals. So that really shocked us at how great the prices were.
Well, another thing was the fast food.
We spoke about this. And normal
the
food.
fast food was so cheap, wasn't it?
And
It
good.
really was, and they always seemed to have a deal, didn't they, Tina?
Yeah, it was like almost 2 burgers for the price of 1 or something, wasn't it? Or 2 for $5 or just unbelievably.
And the other thing was the variety of fast food that we had never seen before. All different types of cuisine, Mexican, regular burgers, chickens, but not just KFC, but all sorts of different.
Oh, different chickeny type ones, names we'd never heard of. Was
That's right. And
Same with us.
So
Right.
reasonable. It was so inexpensive to have fast food, especially when you're driving and you're not wanting to stop. So that was number 7. Number 8 would be, once again, we knew Canada was big, but we were early in our exploring of Canada. So for the March break, on one year, we drove to Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
Took us 2.5
Another long
days
drive.
to get there.
it
They are converted Americans. They like the long road trips,
Yeah.
don't they?
was a long drive, wasn't it?
We weren't trying to race there because we had 2 children with us, so we were trying to be reasonable, and so we had 2 hotel stays on the way down. But it's a long way, but it doesn't look a long way on the map.
No, you think we'd kind of be getting a little more used to that, hey?
You would indeed. So that was quite
Wow.
funny.
Another thing that we noticed was that everybody was so patriotic. There
We
was so
spoke about it
many
so much.
US flags. Everywhere we looked, the houses and the businesses.
The amount of people who have a US flag hanging
I think it's
outside
awesome.
the house, it was just incredible to see. Coming from the UK, nobody put flags out in those days. That's back in the late 80s, early 90s. I think there was some law about having a flag on your property in the UK that prevented
Yeah,
that.
I think
Oh,
there
really?
was some local.
Like I would say, I think it's similar now in terms of not many people do. But apart from when we're football, if England's doing well with football, suddenly England flags everywhere. But as soon as the football's finished, there ain't any flags out anymore, is there? Like a World Cup or something.
No, I think Jersey put flags out a bit more.
Jersey've got a few flagpoles around, haven't they? But not
But
everyone.
Liberation Day, there's flags everywhere.
Yeah,
But there's
for
also
events
flags all
and
through
stuff.
town.
Yeah,
All
but in
the time.
terms of just like general, I don't think there's too many, is there?
No, but just for occasions.
Events, yeah.
Thing, wasn't
But it was just touching to see how patriotic the US people are and how they revere their flag, and the amount of places, houses, businesses, all happy to display a flag. And
We thought it was great, didn't we?
we did. It was incredibly well.
Very exciting.
So these are just a few of the things that shocked us about our time going to the US, having never been there before, and we hope you enjoy.
Yes, and we hope that everybody is staying safe out there and keeping well.
Yeah, especially at the moment with everything that's going on, especially in Florida. Hope you are staying safe. And yeah, enjoy that.
Yeah, it was good. Nice to see fresh face.
Fresh face and new topics.
Yeah.
Definitely. Smash that button, guys. Smash the subscribe button. Let us know if you want us to check out some more of these. I've got a Florida Daytona Beach vlog there, which seems awesome as well. So let us know if you want us to check them out. Definitely keen to. And what's your blue?
Have a fantastic day.
And we'll see you legends in the next one. Peace.